So Gnarbox is a portable device that allows you to back up, edit, and share from the field. The main goal of the product is to replace your laptop entirely in your camera bag. So when you're going out traveling, you're going out shooting, you're able to plug your cards in, and you're able to use your phone actually as a wireless screen and keyboard to manage all of those files from your cards, from your hard drives, and from the onboard memory with Gnarbox. Absolutely, the 256 gigabyte space is the onboard eMMC. Through the USB 3 though, you're actually able to plug in, say, an external hard drive of your choosing. So if you're just trying to do a card dump, you can always expand it out, and that keeps the footprint small, light, as well as affordable for everyone to have a little bit of solid state storage, maybe for your selects, for an editing scratch pad, because on the Gnarbox, in the app, you can actually manage and edit a little bit of content, 4K video, high-res, high bitrate video, H.264 basically will work, as well as raw photos. So you can make favorites, you can organize them into folders, you can do a little bit of editing with the onboard memory for the Gnarbox. Yeah, it's very durable. Actually, the Gnarbox with the ports closed is water resistant, it's dustproof, shockproof, dropproof, so it's really easy for you to be able to think about, this is a better product than my computer, I'm not worried about it breaking. It's also just 1 pound, and it's about the size of a hard drive, and a phone, yeah, just about that size. So it is $299 for a 128 version, and $399 for the 256. Yeah, I'm happy to talk about customer support. It's definitely one of the prides of the company. We're based out of California. It's actually designed, it's made and manufactured in California and distributed from California. So everything is there. Our customer support team is available 9 to 5, even on weekends. Live chat on our website or a Facebook message, and we will get back to you within a few minutes, if not immediately. If you send us an email, the next day we'll send you a nice big long response. We're a pretty open book when it comes to taking in feedback, talking to our customers and learning from our customers, adding new features. There's actually, through your phone, you'll get app updates as well as firmware support. So we push out firmware and app updates about every 4 to 6 weeks. It'll have new features that'll stabilize, and actually a lot of times it's directly responding to and replying to the feedback of the customers and what we're seeing coming through customer support. Yeah, absolutely. So actually the way it works, it's on right now. I've got a SD card in here, and I've got an external 2 terabyte Seagate Slim plugged in. And when I connect into my phone, you actually have the app here, and you can see this is all the content that is on the Gnarbox, cleanly organized in a more thumbnail visual view. I can also view it in folders, and some of the custom folders that I've made over time as well are also viewable there. But if I go into devices, now I can see both the card and I can see the drive that are connected. So you're getting full transparency as you would if you had your computer with you in a much smaller package. If I go into the thumbnails, I can actually see those files, and I can quickly initiate a short copy either to the Gnarbox or to the drive. Once it's on the box, then I'm actually able to go in. I can view those photos. I can see the metadata by 2-finger tapping. I can select a number of them and export them to the drive, or once again to my camera roll, meaning you have way less storage. Only your best stuff has to go to your phone. It keeps all of the processing power, battery life, and storage and processing power all on the Gnarbox rather than on your phone. So your phone's like just the best of the best, maybe what you might text or share online with your friends and family. The really cool stuff though, if you're shooting video, you can actually go in and play back 4K video off your Mavic. You can play back high bitrate video, slow-mo video off a GH5 or even a 7S2. As long as you're shooting MP4, you're going to be able to play it back. You can even go in and make small edits. You can do frame-by-frame selection and frame-accurate trims. And you even have the ability to color correct your videos, your photos, anything that you would probably do on your computer for quick editing and previewing. Feedback we've been getting from our customers. So some of the biggest feedback we get definitely is kind of what you brought up, is having bigger storage sizes available. The 256 is pretty much the cutoff line for this version of the product. We're really excited that a lot of people are looking for more. But we do always tell people you can plug a drive in, you can manage your storage across multiple devices this way, and we encourage other workflows. We hear a lot of feedback because people are starting to use it for video editing, which is really exciting. So we're starting to add new video features. We hear a lot about requests for improved slow motion and transitions and just typical video editing basics that you would put in. This has really quick collect and select, just like trim, hard trim features. So transitions is one that we're working on, as well as time rematches. So as long as you can plug into the USB, you're going to be able to read a card. So that's the first part of it. If you even have a red mini mag, you can plug that into the USB 3 and you're able to process that for backing up. But if you want to edit, we're compatible with H.264 codecs, MP4 files, MOV files, most run-of-the-mill cameras. We don't work with ProRes for editing, but for raw photos, everything that Apple supports, we support. So if you can put it on your phone nowadays, you can put it on Gnarbox, you can view it, and you can edit it. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's definitely a community that's gravitated towards the Gnarbox early on because they are typically traveling lightweight. It's been really, really awesome to see all the different places Gnarbox actually has been taken to instead of a computer. I've seen it on the Polars before. It's in Antarctica twice now with someone's GH5 in hand, and they were actually able to manage backups and operate it under really cold conditions. Seen it taken on the PCH before, and people hiking or Pacific Crest Trail, PCT, the trail, people backpacking, camping with it. So the feedback we get there is, I guess, more video editing features because they're actually using it for editing. So iOS 11, yeah, actually not only are we compatible with it, but we encourage our users to upgrade to it because we've been preparing for the new Files app. And with that, we've been working with Adobe to improve the integration that they have with Files app in iOS 11 for the new Lightroom CC and the 3.0 that came out. Gnarbox now can be viewed from within Adobe CC on iOS 11 only. So if you go to iOS 11 and you have Adobe Lightroom CC, you can actually see everything that's on your Gnarbox and quickly move between our product and the files that are on your box, your card, or your drive, and the Lightroom app, which brings it more just like more frictionless movement of files into the app and into the cloud, Creative Cloud. So we encourage you to go to iOS 11, no problems there. It's only making the experience better. You can also now use, with iOS 11, you can pull files from Dropbox, Drive, into Gnarbox. You can pull Gnarbox files into Snapseed, all using that new Files app integration that is fully in iOS 11 only, nowhere else. So it's pretty cool. So this guy is a pretty awesome little beefy device. Inside this rugged shell is a single board and battery. On the board, you have an Intel quad-core processor, you have dedicated graphics from Intel, you have 2 gigs of RAM, and then you have the soldered-down eMMC. You have USB Micro 3 for charging and plugging into your computer, so you could view Gnarbox as a drive. You have USB 2 and a USB 3 port. Those allow you to use CF card readers or other card readers to then also move to a drive at the same time. And then you have a micro and an SD port on it as well. And people often, one of the feedback points we do get is that, 2 gigs of RAM, how do you actually do 4K video editing? Well, the secret in that is actually that all of the components inside the box are custom, have a custom software build on them that we've worked to streamline and optimize the hardware to provide that real-time video transcoding and rendering for all your videos and photos. So when you buy a Gnarbox, you get a Gnarbox, you get a cable, and you get some instructions. You can find it online at gnarbox.com. You could also get it on Amazon, B&H, Adorama, and a few other local stores in the area. Closing comments, we're really excited to be at PPE, and this is our first time here. We've got a small little booth here. We're excited to grow and add more customers and hear everyone's feedback. Yeah, thank you.